And we're off. Episode 3 of Talking All Sports with your host, Spencer. Take it away, Spencer.
Well, the big talk is always a big talk. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about mostly today is what? The outburst of Saturday's U.S. Open Women's Championship between Naomi Osaka and Serena Williams. Did Serena Williams overreact to the referee or umpire?
Totally. She totally overreacted. She's a champion. She's supposed to act like a champion. What she should have done is realize that she was losing the match. If you ask me, it came across like she was a sore loser. Because she was losing the match because she wasn't playing smart. She was just playing because she thought she was the best. Which she was. And she may very well be again. But she just had a baby and she's recovering. So she needs to get back into Serena shape. Which may take a little more time, but she, in all likelihood, was going to lose that match to Naomi Osaka, and then it happened. The coach was moving his hands around, and the line judge, or the chair judge rather, called an infraction, and she broke her racket. So she had to know when she broke her racket that the next thing she did was going to cause her to lose a game.
Do you think she lost because of those points that were given away to her, or do you think she would have still lost even if that never happened?
I think she would have probably lost the match anyway, but unless she changed the way she was playing, she wasn't bringing Naomi Osaka into the net, and that's what her coach was trying to get her to do, and that probably was what she should have done because the few times she did bring her into the net, excuse me. I've had a sneezing epidemic today. I've sneezed like crazy all day long. I don't know what it is. Something is making me sneeze. But in any event, the few times that she caused her opponent to come to the net, Serena won the points. So she should have acted more like a champion, which is what she is. She's supposed to be a role model. And what she should have said to that kid, Naomi, was at the end, like, You won the match. I lost. You won the match. You played better today. So, that's it.
Do you think the New York fans, and you know this because you live there, do you think they gave it to Naomi? Or they booed too much to make Naomi feel like, okay, I just got a game given to me.
They got riled up by that referee. You know, like they always say, nobody bought a ticket to see the referee. So once Serena, who was a fan favorite, of course, once Serena was being penalized, the fans got riled up.
Penalized.
She was penalized. Penalized, same thing. Okay. Tomato, it's the same thing. Once she was penalized and was taking a point away, and then she started giving them the business, the fans went nuts. If they had the ability to buy tomatoes at the U.S. Open, I think it would have rained tomatoes down on that line, that chair umpire. There would have been a hurricane of tomatoes on his head.
And if any of the viewers that live in the Carolinas or from Georgia, be safe during this hurricane, Florence.
Yeah, evacuate.
Don't stay there. It's a major hurricane, Category 4. Nothing to mess around with.
Overemphasize.
Okay, so apparently don't take this storm not seriously. Get out of if you live in, where's that storm?
Coastal areas.
The coastal areas.
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Like Wilmington, North Carolina. Get out. It's not safe right now. We're probably going to get rough surfs here.
Yep.
So
Riptides
in the Sunshine State. Not really. Anyway, back to sports. So you think Serena should act like a champion?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And was it alright? This umpire. Apparently, they're saying that he's like one of the best out there. So, do you think he wanted Naomi to win, or do you think it was the right decision to give her 3 warnings and she used what she did?
Well, I wasn't there, but from what I saw on TV, it looked like Serena's coach was doing something with his hands that could reasonably
This
interpret.
is what he was doing.
Yeah, bring there into the net, which could reasonably be interpreted as coaching. But you know what? A lot of people that were there said that Osaka's coach was doing the same thing. And a lot of people that go to tennis matches say all the coaches do that. So it leads me to believe that something needs to be done about the rule. It's kind of a weird rule. I don't understand a sporting event that doesn't allow a coach to actively coach the player during the match or during the game. Seems a little odd. But maybe that needs to be changed completely. I don't know why it exists in the first place. But, I don't see why coaches can't sit on the sidelines in those chairs where the players go. Why do they have to sit in the stands? I mean, it's just kind of weird.
And this is probably a very big question. This is revolving around this video. I forgot it, right? No.
It'll come to you.
Okay, we got it. So, pre-game, or post-game, actually. Right after the first interview they took was Serena's coach. Serena's coach said that he was coaching her.
Yeah.
But you know what Serena said? She wasn't getting coached. So there's a lot of miscommunication around that. Do you think that'll be the last time we will ever see that man?
Her coach?
Call her a coach, yeah.
I think, yeah, exactly. I don't think it matters whether or not Serena was able to see him. The fact that he was coaching, I think, is what brought about the infraction. I don't think it matters whether the player actually can see it well, obviously she wasn't following his instructions because she was staying down at the baseline and playing that baseline game. She wasn't hitting shots that would bring her opponent into the net, so she wasn't following his instructions. So she probably couldn't see him, or, I don't think she would ignore him, but who knows? It's kind of a weird rule. It needs to be re-examined so we don't have this silly type of controversy, because this is kind of silly.
Yeah, I mean, for Naomi to win her first ever Grand Slam title at the age of 20, and she's already has $6.8 million in her young age. She won $3.8 million Saturday. I mean, I don't understand. I thought Serena did overreact. I mean, she's won 25 times, I think, 26 or 25 times.
Yeah.
I don't see why. Okay, there's in case you're big into NASCAR, there is currently a race happening, the Brickyard 400. So just throw that out there.
Oh, that was rain delay. Did the rain stop?
Apparently it did, because it's started now.
Good for all you NASCAR fans.
So.
We love NASCAR.
So anyway, I do think she overreacted. I think that she just should have just let it go. And she was good about saying, no, we're booing. I mean, you were saying that when they have the roof closed, you can hear people stepping.
Yeah, apparently it's very noisy there with the roof closed. I don't know why. There's a lot of stadiums that have roofs that close, and it's not noisy.
And this is not. We're not gonna make a shot at the tournament's, their commissioner, but it was 100 degrees in New York while this was happening, and that was low to 66 or something in the 60s. Should they have shut the roof while it was hot? Because people were having heat strokes. They were just walking at random times, walking in random places. People were puking. It was a disaster. And the fans were dying. And the games were lasting until 2 in the morning. And that's what caused Nadal to withdraw from the tournament, which would have been probably the best match of the whole tournament. Should they have closed it when it was 100 degrees and not when it's 66 degrees?
They should have closed it. It's too hot. The weather's not good. Just because it's sunny out, it's too hot. When it was over 100 degrees and they're changing 25 shirts and they have to go into an ice bath after the first set because they're super, super overheated, why have the roof at all? If you have it, why not use it?
Well,
it looks like a wrap-up.
It looks like that's going to be our
producer is telling us to wrap it up.
We don't have a producer, but anyway.
Yeah, it's the same one that's on the Regis show. I mean, not Regis. Kelly Ripa.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever that is.
So my dad will be leaving back to JFK,
Nope.
LaGuardia,
Nope.
Long Island.
Nope.
Just say it.
White Plains.
Oh, the White Plains International Airport, right? Is it international or is it just an airport?
Nope. Just an airport.
And he will be flying. He'll be flying back Thursday. So
Yep.
for a little bit of time, it'll just be me recording videos.
Okay.
So that will be happening.
Sounds good.
And so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will be back tomorrow to talk about not tennis.
Okay, adios, amigos.
Talk about football tomorrow.
All right, football Tuesday.
Football Tuesday.
Goes with tacos.
Tacos. Have a good day.
See you then. Ciao.